To illustrate the power of the controls and data binding I've been building for NGUI, I wanted to show fairly complex UI with and without a data source. So here's that UI without a data source. With no data to drive the controls, you can see it looks fairly simple. There are just these three labels, and that's about it. Now I'll add a data source, and we will look at the changes. And this is the UI with a data source. So the first thing you'll notice is that those two labels have disappeared, but a label and a button have appeared. So this left side here is being generated by a list of items that I can add into my scene. So if I press plus, we'll add one, and you'll notice that those two labels come back. I can add a bunch. And they'll also reposition based on how big each one is. I can even remove one. And the same thing happens if I start adding bits of evidence. So all these things are stored in the model of my game. And so if I close this and then reopen it, they will show up again, and it'll create the same UI here. If I then go ahead and remove each of these, we'll be back to where we were starting. So you don't have to use data binding when you're creating UIs, but it certainly adds power to them and flexibility.